Hi everybody, it's Nicole with Melt Yoga Studio and I am here with Wendy. Today we're going to lead you through a yoga sculpt. So this is going to incorporate some weights. So weights are totally optional. So we're going to get the perfect blend of some yoga poses along with some full body workouts. So when you are ready, let's find our way into a child's pose on your mat. So today we're going to get started in a child's pose. Your knees are nice and wide. Big toes come towards one another, and then your arms can fall wherever you feel comfortable for you. So right here, Wendy has her arms extended nice and long. The elbows are resting, so she's in an inactive child's pose. If you want to take the thumbs to the nape of the neck, or take your forearms underneath your forehead, anything that feels good for you as you start to settle your way into this space right here. Maybe give your forehead, your third eye a little rock side to side, and then do the same with the hips. A little shift, and then allow yourself to settle into stillness. So we're going to start to tap into our Ujjayi breath. That's the breath where the lips are sealed, and you start to draw the energy into the nose. So filling up the lungs, start to feel it in here, go down the back of the throat as the ribs start to expand and the belly presses in between your inner thighs. And then keep your lips sealed as you draw the energy out, and then notice that you start to hear it again in the back of the throat, and your hips start to fall a little deeper down into the heels beneath you. So start to take a couple rounds on your own, finding your flow. The flow of the breath. Trying to keep the length of the inhales and the exhales the same, but maybe the exhales get a little deeper, a little longer, the more you do. Now if you haven't already, start to crawl your fingertips towards the front edges of your space, so far forward that you're crawling to the tips of the fingers, and then your elbows start to lift up. Now take a moment and draw the shoulders closer towards the ears, so you're creating some tension in the upper body, and then notice how it feels as you push the shoulders down the length of the spine. So you broaden through the shoulders, through the mid-back, all while keeping the hips sinking down into the mat space beneath you. Now crawl your fingertips to the left side of your mat, all the way up and over, then maybe that left hand is no longer touching the mat beneath you. And then if it's in your practice, the right hand can find its way on top of the left. Feeling that side body stretch down the right side. And then when you're ready, crawl your fingertips back to center, and then allow them to go up and over to the other side of your space. So up and over to the right. Again, left hand can make its way to the top of the right. This is go around, stretching the left side of the body. Left hip remaining seated down towards the heel. All while focusing on that breath in and out through the nose. And now when the body feels balanced and even, crawl your fingertips back to center. From here, keep your eyes closed and shift your way to tabletop position and take any sort of movement that might feel good for your body. Might be a few cat-cows on your own, a few dips of the ribs, a few rolls right here. When you're ready, settle your way into neutral spine. So your shoulders will be in line with the wrists, the hips in line with the knees. Puff up the space between your shoulders so you're actively pushing away from the mat space beneath you. We're going to take a few cat-cows here together. Inhale, dropping the belly down, heart presses forward. Exhale, take a rounded spine, gaze up towards your navel. Taking a few more like that. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, rounded. One more, then we're adding on. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, round it. Now you can stay with this variation here if you want, if you're ready. Tuck the toes. Inhale for your cow. As you exhale, round your spine. Take a hover of the knees. Again, inhale, drop the belly down. Knees relax. Exhale, take a round and shake. One more time. Release the knees down, heart forward. Now round your spine, cover your knees off the mat. Now neutralize your spine, so head forward, tailbone back, navel slides in, knees go out. Knees come in, knees go out. They're going to start to feel the entire body start to warm up right here, just like you would do in a plank position. That's what we're looking for. For 2. Good, now extend your way to high plank and take a few shifts forward and back. Spread the toes. Now you have an option here to release down to the knees if you want. Now I want you to hold the shift forward so the shoulders are in line with those wrist points. If anything, your pelvis is slightly tucked so the hips come in closer towards the ribs. As I mentioned, if you need to take this on the knees, you can. If you need to widen the space between your feet, that'll allow for a little bit more stability, more support. Now tap your knees down towards the floor, extend them back. Tap down and reach. Good. Now if you're feeling this in the wrists, that's an indication that you're dumping down instead of pushing the body away from the mat beneath you. Good. You've got 2. That's it. Now release down to your forearms. Now the shoulders will be in line with the wrists. Now many of us will start to interlace the fingers in front of us. I want you to try to keep an 11 with the palms facing down. Now right here, Wendy has her shoulders in line with the elbows. We're going to crawl the toes back so they are no longer in line with the elbows. Now from here, her body's already shaking. Knees tap down and up. So right here, the lower abdominals are really starting to fire up. Good, that's it. It's okay to let the body shake. You got 2. Good, now send the legs back. Crawl the shoulders back in line with the elbows. Come back up to your high plank and enjoy a downward facing dog. Paddle out the legs. Stillness in this downward facing dog. Press the chest closer towards the thighs, heels press down towards the mat, and the eyes of the elbows slightly rotate forward. Again, we're coming back to that broad knee in the mid-back and the shoulders. Now I'm going to challenge your balance. You can start to take or leave this at whatever level you want. Lift the right heel up to the sky. If you're ready, start to come to the tips of the left fingers. If you're looking for more, take your left hand off the mat. Take your time. Good. That's it. Nice, Wendy. Hand down, foot down. We're going to swap it out. This time the left heel lifts. And then start to come to the tips of the right fingers. And then if you're ready, take that right hand off the mat. Again, taking your time, moving as slow as you need to. Good. You got it. Now hand down, foot down. That's it. Nice save. Take your gaze towards your fingertips. And then walk your toes to find your way behind the wrists. And take ragdoll. Here you can reach for your opposite elbows. You can interlace the hands behind the back. Just allow the body to fold in half. And maybe give the head a little shake side to side. When you're ready, release the fingertips down to the floor if they're not there already. Weave the heel toe the feet to touch. And with the eyes remaining closed, roll yourself up to standing. As you do so, you'll stack the shoulders on top of hips, giving yourself a big old shoulder roll as you come up to the top, opening up the chest. Pull the knees in towards the quads, really standing up nice and tall. Just take a breath in, and then let the breath out. On your next inhale, we'll blink the eyes to open and we lift to mountain pose. So ground down to the four corners of the feet, pinkies rotated just a little bit, and the shoulders relax. Now your hips are going to stay forward. We're going to open twist to the right. So left arm forward, right arm back. Notice if the right hip wanted to pull back behind you. I want you to start to keep it drawing forward. If the neck allows, the gaze can go to the right. Now as you breathe in, come back up to mountain pose. The shoulders stay grounded down towards the floor. Now take it to the opposite side. Left arm back, right arm forward. Again, left hip draws forward. Now as you breathe in, come back up to standing, grow a little taller through your thighs. Take a little back bend here, just warming up in the mid, little back. Now as you inhale, find chair, sitting back into your heels. Try to hug the knees and inner thighs towards one another. Now we're going to take the same position, open twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. Your knees are going to start to pull back. I want you to hug them towards one another. Now come back up, sit a little deeper in that chair position, and then we swap it out. Right arm forward, left arm back. Nice, Wendy. Again, come back up to that chair. Last round right here. We're going to airplane the wings with an optional heel lift. Again, keeping those knees and inner thighs hugging towards one another. One more balance challenge. Keep the heels lifted, stand up tall to mountain. That's it. Hold the heels high if you can, and swan dive it down. Take a hinge forward. Yeah, good. Beautiful. Keeping those heels until the very last minute. For your halfway lift to realign. Hug the navel in, and then forward fold, release. Let's move. Rest movement. Inhale up, mountain pose. All the way up to standing. Exhale, open twist to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Coming back up, a little taller from the crown of the head, and then swap it out. Right arm forward, left arm back. Coming back in, and then find your back bend. Open the chest up towards the sky, and just sitting into your chair. Nice and low, hug the belly in. Now open twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. Sitting lower as you come back into that breath in, and then right arm forward, left arm back. Good, come back up to the chair, long this a deeper. Now airplane those wings, lift your heels. Hold them up, stand up tall. And then take that swan dive, keep the heels lifted if you can. Spread those toes, beautiful. And then take your halfway lift. We've got one more round, surrender down. Inhale, little taller, lift those knees up towards the quads. And then take that twist to the right, left arm forward. Come back up. And then right arm forward, left arm back, take your twist. Coming back up, here's your deepest back bend. Push the hips forward towards the front edges of your mat, sitting into your deepest chair position right here. Now left arm forward, right arm back, take that twist. Good, coming back up. And then right arm comes forward. Take that chair one more time. Now lift your hands, lift your heels, hold the heels high, stand up. And then take your hinge forward, swan dive it down. Good. Take the lift. And then this time around, we step into our high plank. Now I have a favorite variation of push-ups in this practice. You can take or leave my variation. We shift to the tippy toes. If you want to take it down on your knees, this is where you do so. Take it down to a low plank where the elbows touch the sides of the body. Lift back up and then push your hips to your heels and pulse for 3. So we're going to do 3 more like that. Shifting forward, lower down, lift up, hips to heels. Good. Anytime I do a push-up in this practice, this is what I'm going to be referring to. When you're ready, downward facing dog. Now let's lift the right heel up to the sky. Spiral that right toe down to the floor. Now hug the knee in towards the nose, shift your weight forward. Again, lift up, hug it in, shifting forward. One more time, lift it up, hug the knee in closer towards the nose, find that space and then place it through. Feel free to give yourself a few stretches and bends. Hug that front leg, just working through the hamstring. Now find your way into 90 for low lunge twist, left arm down, right arm up. Spiraling your torso towards that side wall. Now start to come to the tips of the left fingers so you're really firing up the core. Keep the twisted position, just stack your shoulders on top of hips for open twist. Notice that the right leg has not changed from that 90-degree shape the entire time. Good, now we're going to exalt the warrior, right arm down to the left thigh. If the neck allows, take the gaze up towards your left fingertips. Beautiful, that's it. Now airplane your wings. Keep the lower body as is. Head forward, fingertips scoop in and back. Watch that you're not working your right toes against mat beneath you. Now without shortening your stance, shift straight to warrior 3, still while keeping the airplane wings. Turning the left toe down to the floor. Now give yourself one hamstring curl, heel goes up. Keep that 90-degree shape. Come up to a march with the biceps up by the ears. Woo! Good, nice balance. Lifting up and out of the right hip. Now with as much control as you can, open your way up to warrior 2, starting to bend through the right knee and then quietly releasing the left toes down to the mat beneath you. Now stretch your right fingertips towards the mat in front of you and open your way up to side angle, nice foot swinging. Left side of the body rotates up. Right forearm almost presses into the thigh beneath you. Now you can stay here with the upper body. You can start to fire up the obliques with the left bicep by the ear, followed by the right for that double utita, sitting even lower. And now hold the bend, reverse your warrior. Now right fingertips stretch up. Drop the shoulder down, nice. And then we carve the hands down and we take that chaturanga variation. So high plank, low plank, hips to heels and pulse. Good, that's it, one even had that ekapada. And then downward facing dog. So we're gonna take that same thing on the left slope. One more time, left leg lift up. Hug your knee in towards the nose, give yourself a shift. Again, lift up. Hug it in. One more time. Again, hug the knee in towards the nose, find that space and then place the foot through, stretch and bend the left side. Alright, when you're ready, low lunge twist, right arm down, left arm, spirals open. Come to the tips of the right fingers, hold here, find that control, and now open twist. Keep the deep bend of the front side, nice one knee. You've got your gaze going towards the left finger, and now exalt it, right arm comes up, left arm goes down. Take the gaze up as you can, and then airplane your weight. Thread the arms back behind you, press the palms towards one another. Now shoot your way to warrior 3, right heel pulls back, good, you got it. That's it. When you find that balance, that stability, take that one toe, heel up. Hold that mark, 90 degrees. Up and out of that left side. Good. Shoulders relax. Now slowly make your way open to that warrior 2. Right toes are slightly rotated in. Good. Now stretch those left fingertips forward. find your way to that side angle variation. As we start, arms pull up to 6 and 12, right arm stretches up. Again, you can stay exactly as you are, or you can start to reach the right bicep by the ear, followed by the left. Good, really firing up those obliques. Now reverse your warrior, keep the bend of the front knee, stretch the arm back, thank you. That's it. Now cartwheel the hands down, take that chaturanga variation. So right there, we're going to take this one more time each side, right and left. We're going to add on a few variations to up level. If you choose to stay as we just were, of course, feel free. When you're ready, right leg lifts. Take your knee towards your nose. Option to hold here and pulse, or start to mountain climber the legs, running. For 4, 3, and then we release the foot down, low lunge twist. So right foot down, right arm up. Now bend your left knee, have it towards the floor. 4. This is where we're up leveling. So if you want to stay in that low lunge twist with no tap, the left knee, you can. Hold here. Now come to the tips of the left fingers. We're going to do that same thing as the open twist. Left knee bends forward. Good. 3. Good. You ready to exalt it? Left arm up to the sky, right arm down to the thigh. One more time for that bend. 4. 3. That's it. Nice control. 2. Now airplane your wings, head forward, fingertips back. Shift to your warrior. 3. This time 4 hamstring curls. 4. Hold that balance. 3. You got it. 2. Hold the march. Lift it up. All the way up to standing. Up and out of the right side. Warrior 2. Releasing that heel down, stretching the fingertips forward. If you're taking it, take that double utita with the biceps by ears. Now last add on right here, reverse your warrior. Option to lift the right heel off the floor. Now cartwheel the hands down, take that push-up variation. One more time, left side, then your first break is here. Left leg slides up. Again, left knee pulls in towards the nose. Option to pulse or start to run. 3, 2, left arm up towards the sky, low lunge twist, bend your left knee, tap forward, stretch it. 3, 2, but hold the leg long, open twist, reach those fingertips towards opposite side, bend that right knee, tap it forward. 3, 2, good, exalt it, right arm up, bend that right knee, tap 4, tap 3, just 2, airplane those wings, head forward, fingertips back, shift to your left foot, warrior 3, hamstring curl 4, 3, nice control, 2, hold that mark, lift it up and out of the left side, good, warrior 2, ground that right heel, you're ready to go straight to that double utita, biceps by the ears, lift your left heel if you're adding on, and cartwheel the hands down, take that push-up variation. We're going to be in downward facing dog before you take your first break. Go ahead, bend your elbows wide for down dog push-ups for 4. 3, 2, hold it, just pulse. 4, 3, 2. That's it, you guys. Feel free to drop down to the knees, grab a sip of water, meet the child's pose if you'd like. Take your first break. All right, you guys, so you just took your first break. You toweled off, you grabbed a sip of water, prepare yourself to make it to the challenging portion of the practice where we start to speed things up. We fire up the lower body, but of course you take this at whatever tempo you need. We're going to lift the right leg up to the sky. Step your foot in between the palms. And then stack your shoulders on top of hips, thumbs to breastbone. We're going to single lunge right here. Drop it down and up. You're down and up. Every time you come up to standing, you pull the inner thighs towards one another. Now in 4, I'm going to challenge you, you guys. You stay at the very lowest potential. You hold right here and pulse it. Just hold. Getting lower. I know you want to come up to standing, but you're going to stay in this entire low position for the next few moments. One more set. Keep the chest proud. Shoulders are relaxed. Stay here. In 4, 3, left heel lifts, then lowers. Right heel and down. Right heel. Now, if you want to keep the right heel grounded to the floor, of course you can. But I'm here to get you a little deeper into this. For 3, you're ready to hold that heel high in 2. Hold it up. Back to the pulses. Drop it down. Let those legs burn. We're not here for very long, so I'm encouraging you to get deeper into it, lifting that front heel even higher. You got it. Drop the heel in 4, 3, hinge forward, knee to elbow, left knee in. Reach if you can, hover the foot. Watch that you're not rolling onto that inner arch to the right side. For 2. All right, now you stay at this tempo if you want to. If you're ready, we're gonna speed it up. 3, 2, let's go. Take it in. I want you to keep that right leg nice and quiet. Sit even lower into that bend. There it is. For 4. We're gonna find a squat in 3. All 10 toes face the front edges of your mat. Down 2, up 2, let's go. Down 2. Up 2. You set the weight back into your heels. You lift and squeeze the booty as you come up. Down 2. Lift up. Now, if this speed feels good for your body, you stay here. If you're ready to single it out, we're doing it. You go. Down. Lift up. Lower. Lift up. Good. Down. Now I'm going to challenge your heart rate or elevate the heart rate a little bit more. If you need to stay here, you can. We're going to take a squat with a left leg march. In 3 and 2, we take it down. Down and march. Your arms can go back to airplane wings or up to the sky. Your choice. The arms up is going to get the heart rate even higher. So you stay at whatever level you need. For 2, hold that march. Hold the march. We're going to take it up for 2. Figure 4 for 2. Again, up 2. Enjoy that stretch on that left side. Again, up 2. Drop it. One more. Hold it here. Down an inch, up an inch. Hold here. Down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. So you're enjoying that stretch on the left side, but you're burning out the right. 4 to go. Good. Lower. We're going back to the march in 2. Good. Lift up. Back to your march. And then open your way back up to warrior 2. Same thing that we did when we were finding that flow series. Now you keep your lower body as is. Right heel up, right heel down, right heel and down. Good. We're going to stay here. Feel that energy shooting through the fingers. For 4. Good. 3. Now you hold that heel high. I want you to find little tiny pulses. Let that right side burn. Good. That's it. You got one more set. Nice focus, Wendy. Stay here. For 4. We're moving on to star, so all 10 toes are going to face towards that side of your shape. Here we go. Star. Drop it, horse. Again, star. Drop it. Good. Up. Good. Up. Now hold it low. Lift your heels. Your heels go up. Heels down. Heels up. Heels down. Good. 2. Hold it. Drop your hips down an inch. Now this is where you're going to want to stop. You're going to want to come to standing because your legs are burning. They're screaming at you. This is where you push through. This is what you came for, right? Left 2. Just hold here. No pulsing, no movement except dropping your hips down a little lower. The entire body is working right here. The inner thighs, the outer glutes. Good, those calves are burning, screaming at you. The sides of the body. 3, 2, lift up to find a star. Now take it to warrior 2 to the front of the room. So the right knee's coming back to the bend. Optional, hold the heel down to the floor or take that heel lift as you reverse your warrior. Now meet in high plank. Option to just hold high plank. We're going to take right toes out, left toes out, right toes out. Good, now option to stay here or get that heart rate up. Let's jump it, jump out, Just for 4, 3, hold it, shift it, low plank, up, hips to heels, pulse. 3, 2, 1, down. Woo! Going to take it on the left side, the left leg up. Step it through, stack the shoulders on top of hips. We're going to go to that lunge. Drop, lift, lower. Good, you've got 4. Nice. 3. Again, if I'm moving too fast for you, you stay slow. Hold here, just pulse at the bottom. Down. Good. Nice active upper body. So you're actively working on the posture. Now in 4, you hold the eyes low. The left heel's going to lift and lower. In 3, 2, hold here. Left heel goes up and down. It's up. It's down. Good. 4 more. Good. Notice that her eyes are not moving whatsoever. She's found that challenge point and she's staying there. Hold here. 16 pulses to get lower. Down. Down. Good. That's it. Nice high heel, left heel. Now again, if you want to keep the left heel on the mat, absolutely you can. She's going to drop that left heel in 2. Hinging slightly forward, biceps by the ears. Take that knee to elbow. In 2. Woo. Reach it out. In 2. If you need to touch the right foot to the mat behind you every time, go for it. If and when you're ready, we're going to take this to tempo. In 3, 2, drive it in. Here we go. In. Good. Sit lower into that left side. We're moving on to that squat in 8 more. Pull it in. We got that 2 counts down, 2 counts up. I want you to get lower than you did the first go around. In 3, 2, down 2 counts, drop it. Lift it up. Again, drop it. You got 2 more. Make sure that the knees aren't rolling in. They're staying in line with your second and third toe. We single count in 3 and 2. You ready? Drop it, squat, lift. We're gonna add on in 4 more. Again, the add-on is optional, it's that march. This time we lift that right leg. Airplane in the wings, 4 biceps by the ears, your choice when you're ready. We're off. Drop it down. Lift, march. Down, lift up. Right leg. Yeah, I'm just giving a good fuss and cut. 1 squat, 1 right leg march. In 3, 2, drop it. Drop down. We march. Drop down. Good. Now again, if this is too much, because it is getting that heart rate up, you absolutely can take the arms, even keep them thumbs at the heart. Hold the march up 2, figure 4. Up for 2, good. Take it across. 3 more. Up. All right, nice focus. You got 2 more. Lift. Cross. 1 more. Now we hold it. Down an inch. Hover. Up an inch. Down an inch. So you're barely moving. That focus is right there. Good. You got 4, then we're going back to the march. We got that warrior 2 coming for you. In 3, 2, lift up, find that march. And then find your warrior 2, rounding that right heel down to the floor. This go around, left thigh stays low, lift that left heel. It's up, it's down, it's up. Good. The left knee is pushing to the wall behind you. 4 to go. Up. 3. Good. Hold the heel right here and then get lower into it. Just pulse. Down. Down. Good. I know you guys are getting tired. We're so close. So close. 8 to go. 8. 7. We're going straight to that star in 3, 2, feel that stretch. Toes rotate forward. Now take 1 horse. Find your lowest potential. Now option to just hold or take little jumps right here. Landing toe ball heel back into that horse. Good. That's it. Those legs are burning. 8 to go. Jump. Jump. All we're doing is holding that horse in forward. This is going to allow you to catch your breath in 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Good. Lift that star. Take that warrior 2 to the front. Left knee bends. As you reverse your warrior, lift the front heel like you did from the other side. Now cartwheel it down. We're going straight to those gaps. Straight to it. You got 4. 3. Take that push-up variation if you want. Drop it down, grab a sip of water. Second break is here, you guys. Nice work. So we just finished our second break. We got that heart rate a little bit higher, and we fired up the lower body. Now we're gonna work on our upper body with your choice of weights. I typically cue clients to go with 3-pounders, but you can go anywhere up to 8-pounders. Anytime I cue a pulse, if you've got a heavier set of weight, I would just stay with a slower range of motion as opposed to finding a quicker sort of tempo. So just take note of what size weight you have. Of course, we're going to fire up the lower body with this upper body work. So come to standing, grab your weights. We're going to start with the palms facing forward, shoulders in line with the hips, take a curl. Now your entire body's working right here, so the core is engaged. That means navel's pulling in towards the low back. That means ribs pulling down towards the hips. Now adding on, if you want to, you're going to find a calf raise. Heels go up, heels down. Now right here, when these glutes are engaged, so the entire backs of the legs are working. Now as I mentioned, if you've got a heavier set of weights, when I cue pulse, you'll just stay exactly as you are. If you're ready, pulse the heels, pulse the hands, just pull up, up. So firing up a little deeper contraction within the biceps, halfway there. Now we're gonna go back to the full range of the bicep curls, only this time heels on the floor. We're gonna take a squat in 3, 2, drop it, lower, stand tall, down, and up. Now I always like to go with the tempo of the music, but that's because I'm a dancer, so there is no reason that you need to go at this faster tempo. You go at whatever pace you want. Now hold here, pulse the hands, pulse the hips. Little pull. Now not only are you firing up, again, the biceps, but now you're incorporating the quads, those hamstrings, working it right here. In 4, I want you to stay low, just reach your fingertips forward. If you need to alternate, you can. If not, both arms out and in. Reach. Now the eyes are not going to come up at all. You're going to stay in this position. Your weight is shifted back just like we do in our chair. For 3, I want you to hold the arms, pulse the hands, pulse your hips. You're almost there. Hold here. Just pulse. Press. Good. That's it. If you feel it in the low back, that's an indication that your lower abdominals need to be pulled in, engaged a little bit more. We're going to move on to triceps in 3. Shift forward, narrow row, elbows pull, up and down. Now your heels can stay grounded, or Wendy always likes to do a little heel lift to get that lower body working a little harder. Up to you. Squeeze. I want you to hold the lift in 2. Hold it up, pulse those elbows high to the sky. Little pull, pull. Good. That's it. That's it. I want you to find the height of those elbows and then just pull it up 1 more inch higher. Now in 4, you take a kick back. So the height stays here. You just take the pinkies higher to the sky in 3, 2, 1. You got it. Pinkies up. Pinkies in. Pinkies up. Pinkies in. Good. Notice how her collarbone is lifted and proud. The shoulders are relaxed. For 3. You guys, upper body work is short and sweet. Hold those thumbs up. Just pulse it right here. Little tiny pulls. So don't let the thumbs come down. All I do is lift up higher. Yes. 1 more set, then we clap the hands. Now when I say clap, they don't actually have to touch the palms. You got 4. Squeeze it in 3, 2, 1. Pull it. Those thumbs stay high. Press. Good. We're almost there. 1 lift, 1 squeeze to combo. Finish it strong. Here we go. Lift up. Squeeze in. Lift up. Squeeze in. 2. Stand up tall. Palms up overhead. They touch. Thumbs down. Thumbs up. We're taking an extension overhead. If you want to, you can add that heel lower and lift for 4. Woo! 3. Final push. Pulse it. Heels and hips. Excuse me. Heels and pinkies. Press. Your forearms are pulling towards one another. The elbows are hugging in towards one another. Press. The entire body's working right here for 3, 2. Take your thumbs to your breastbone as you drop the heels and give yourself a forward fold. Drop the weights and paddle at the legs. And then when you're ready, we're going to find our way onto our sits bones. We're going to fire up the triceps a little bit more. So your fingers and toes are going to face towards the front of your mat. You're going to lift your hips high and then shift your weight over your wrist. From here, your hips are going to stay high. You're just going to bend the elbows down. So we're taking a tricep dip. Now if you need to, you can keep the hips on the floor the entire time if you want to. Good. Down. You got 4 more. Try to keep the space between the shoulders and the ears. Good. Now hold the hips as high as you can. Just pulse those elbows. 3, 2, 1. Just pulse. Good. You feel this one right away. Good. 1 more set. Stay with it. Keep going. Then we're going to lower down into a boat pose, Navasana. In 4. In 3. Good. Find a boat Navasana pose. Now, option to grab your weights into your breastbone. You're going to keep the knees bent right here. The chest is staying lifted. Option to stay here, or we're going to take a twist, dropping the elbow down to the sides of the body. Good. Now, the knees are going to naturally want to shift and wiggle around. That's where the core work comes in, is keeping the knees nice and quiet. Now, you can go as fast or as slow as you want, as I mentioned. Good. In 2, hold here. Now, as you sink your boat, extend the heels forward as you reach your fingertips towards your heels, and now pull it back up. Yep, you're off. Your inner thighs are going to want to separate as you come up. The challenge is keeping them hugging in towards one another. 1 more. Hold it. Just hold. Good. Not the breath. Lower it down. You can drop the weights off to the side for the next moment. Keep them handy because we'll most likely need them again. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big rock side to side. This might be your first time on your back since you woke up this morning. So enjoy a little release. Now when you're ready, feet down on the floor. Knees in line with the hips, hands behind the head. We're going to exhale, crunch. In 3, 2, let's go. Take it up. And down. Good. The elbows remain wide. The ribs come closer towards the hips. The belly pulls in for 4. Good. Lift. I want you to hold the lift in 2. Hold it. Pulse right here. Hold the lift. Just pulse higher. Higher. That's it. You got it. Keep the bottom edges of your shoulders hovering off that mat. You're almost there. For 4. For 3. Good. Now lower the head, neck, and shoulders down to the mat. Take your knees to reverse tabletop. Many of us don't know what position this is, so the palms press onto the thighs. Lengthen up the arms, hands behind the head. We're back to it. It's up. Now, if you don't like this reverse tabletop, you can keep the feet flat on the floor and do the exact same series that we just did. You got it. Exhale. Press. 2 to go. We're going to hold the lift. You're going to go back to that pulse. Hold it and pulse it up higher. Higher. Good. Nice, Wendy. One more set, then the fingertips are going to reach towards your hips in 4. Good. Keep the legs as they are. Reach your fingertips forward. We're in that pump. Just pump the palms down towards the floor. Now, give it a little bit of support. Your hand can come behind the head, giving your head a little bit of support right here. Option to stay as you are, or option to extend the heels towards the front edges of your mat in 3, 2, 1. 45-degree angle, all while keeping the navel pleated. Good, you guys. One more set, and you're going to take it to yogi bicycle. Twisting shoulder to thigh in 3. You ready for it? Twist it. Good. Yep. So it's a deeper twist than elbow to knee. Think about shoulder to thigh. So really twisting through the torso. You can go whatever tempo you want, faster or slower. I think that slower is more controlled and more challenging for sure. So that's where I prefer to stay, is with Wendy's tempo. Good. Almost there. Take 4 more. You guys, we got one final exercise in this practice, and it's coming for you in 3, 2. Release your feet down to the floor. Grab your weights. Weights are optional. If you've had enough of them, I get it. You can take the weights either to the hip points, that's just going to add a little bit more resistance, or you can take the arms to 90. We're going to take some bridge work. Unlike our traditional yogi bridge, I want you to squeeze the booty as you come up. Single counts. Arms up, arms down, arms up, and down. Good. You've got 4 more. Now all you're going to do is hold the arms static in 2. You're just going to pulse the hips right here. Hold and pulse. Just let it lift up, up. Good. So you find the height of the glutes, and then you push yourself just a little harder for 4. We're going back to the singles. So back to the 90, and then lift back up. In 3, in 2, let's go for it. Hips down, hips up, hips down, hips up. Good. You've got 4, then we hold that lift and pulse again. 4, lift and squeeze. Again, if your arms are tired and you need to drop those weights, go for it. Hold the arms, just pulse the hips. Right here. Pull it up. Good. You've got 1 more set. Now start to rotate your palms towards one another. Find a little bend in the elbows. Your hips are going to stay quiet. All you do is take the arms to opposite sides of the room. Arms out. Pull up. Now we're really firing up the sides of the body right here. Again, take it. Lift up. Last one. Now hold the arms out. Palms stay up. Just pulse those hips one more time. Press. Press. 1 more round. For 4. For 3. Last 2. Last 1. Lower it all the way down and release those weights. Hug your knees in towards your chest. All right, so you guys, we've made it. We're at the stretch, the part that you worked so hard for. Find your way to happy baby. So allow the knees to fall wide, heels up to the sky. From here on out, feel free to close your eyes. Relax through your jawline, soften through your brows. Maybe rock yourself side to side. Even if it's far away, get me through another day. Cover me in sunshine. Find your middle legs up the wall. Heels up. Feel the rush of energy finding its way from the heels down to the hips. If you want to take that dead bug, you can find that as well. As we move on and find these stretches, if your body's calling for you to stay in a position a little longer, absolutely feel free. If you want to take a supported shoulder stand or a plow, you can, or you just stay right there with that dead bug. Wherever we're at, hug your knees in towards your chest. Let a little rock side to side. Find your way to figure 4. Right foot on top of the thigh. Now your left foot can remain on the mat. You can draw the knee into the chest. Even extend the heel up to the sky. Actively sliding the right knee forward. Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine. If the left foot is not on the mat, find its way there now. Release the right foot towards the left side of your space, but push the knee up to the sky. Enjoy that stretch in the psoas. Feel that stretch down the right side of the body.
Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine.
Swap out the legs. Take your left foot on top of the right thigh for that figure four. Right foot leans down or knee into the chest. Flex into the left foot. Actively sliding the left knee towards the front edge of your space.
Night is golden when I'm slamming all the doors you're open. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me when it's too dark to see.
If the right foot isn't on the mat just yet, find its way there. Keep that figure four shape as you drop the left foot towards the right and then slide the knee into the sky.
Hold on to me when I forget I need you. When I let go of me again. When I don't feel like I'm worth defending. When I'm tired of my pretending. Hold on to me. When I stop to
One final stretch right here. Hugging the knees back in. Flexing through the feet. One more time. Left heel down. Right knee in. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, take your twist. Right knee slides to the left.
hold on to me. Hold on to me when it's too dark to see you. When I am sure I reach the end. Hold on to me when I forget.
And then hug the knees back in. Give yourself another little rock side to side. And you just switch it out. Right heel down, left knee in. And then take your twist.
I could rest here in your arms forever. 'Cause I know nobody loves me better. Hold on to me. Hold on to me.
Hug your knees back into your chest. If your body's calling for anything else, take it now. If you're ready to find your way to your final shavasana, toes out, heels in, taking up as much space as you need, relaxing through your jaw again, softening through your brows, and trying to find 2 minutes of complete stillness. Starting to invite physical awareness back into your body, wiggling out your fingers and your toes, and rolling out your ankles and your wrists. And then stretch the arms back as you reach your toes forward. Find that tug of war within the body. And then slide your way into a tight little ball. Give yourself a few rocks forward and back. Then pull off to either side of your space. Just take a moment. Thank yourself for being here, sealing in your practice. Get your thumb straight to your third eye.